We could have avoided all this, honey. If you would have just listened and not written us off, we would have had this to go to. I think about every night when he must have gone through, hiding under his covers.
Ma'am, Karen, did you ever see the signs that the little boy was being abused?
Yes, I did.
What did you see?
Well, him telling me himself that he had been thrown off the couch when he had the rug burns on his arm and his elbow. And then another incident, he just stopped eating. And I said, hey, let's have ice cream for breakfast. And he said, no, Nana. And I think he had been kicked so hard because he had a contusion in his stomach that they had to go in and surgically remove when he was brought to the hospital.
How long did those injuries happen before he was critically injured?
Brandy moved in with us in Vancouver. She wanted to get away from him. And, of course, it didn't last.
But she eventually went back to him.
She went back to him and she was seeing him.
What did you say when she went
What
back?
do you say to your children that are 29 years old? We wanted to keep... And we knew we couldn't. The police would have been involved and probably arrested us. And even telling her, I don't want to go, I don't want to go.
And he's telling you grandma, right?
He's saying Nana. Nana, reaching out his arms.
And when he's saying, I don't want to go, what's going through your mind?
We wanted to keep him there.
Yeah. Even if, and listen, I'm not trying to beat you up because your son is going to have to live with injuries for the rest of his life. Your grandson, right?
Yes.
I mean, I think about it like, you look at that scar down the side of his face. Like, what did he do to deserve that? This kid was, tortured.
He was tortured.
Right. So my thing is, if she didn't know, but she didn't do anything to stop it either, and she went back to him.
This happened 30 days. She lived with him for 30 days. And all that took place. And then I believe, we never had a trial, so there's a lot of things we don't know, how his scrotum got black. The police said he could have been kicked, or the doctors, excuse me, he could have been kicked or thrown down on something.
And we're talking a 4-year-old.
I know, she's a good person. She got with a terrible person.
And somebody that you normally would expect to trust.
She couldn't even spank him.
Brandy came here to take a lie detector test, and we asked her, did you ever witness Michael physically abuse your son? Did your son ever tell you that he was being physically abused by Michael? And we asked you, did you abuse your son in any way causing those injuries? And I think this is the first time I've ever read this on a lie detector test.
I'm disappointed in you because the leadership never fell on your time. No.
Is Cheryl a good mother?
I'm not responsible
She's outstanding
for it.
mother.
Do you think she's going to fail?
Hell no, she better not fail. But if she do, I know one thing. That's a done deal. She will not be around me.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. If you suffered serious health complications after having hernia surgery, call 1-800-816-8500 now.
You may be entitled to significant compensation. Mesh products used in hernia surgeries have been linked to serious health complications.
If you or a loved one suffered any of these complications after having hernia surgery, call 1-800-816-8500. 1-800...
I'm shame-free now, and you can be too. For just $1 a day, one of these beautiful children
will protect you from trolls and make your internet a safe space. We won't rest until America is completely shameless. The world can be brutal, but Shameless America is going to continue to take steps to make sure everyone has a safe space forever.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
I'm gonna have myself time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down south, I'm gonna leave my woes behind.
And we're partying day or night, people starting howling neighbors.
Heading on up south, I'm gonna see if I can't unwind. Come on down south out there and meet some friends of mine.
Well, I don't even know how she functions. Hey, that's my underwear.
We're wearing grandma's underwear.
No, I'm not wearing girls' underwear. These are my underwear. I bought these in the 99-cent store.
Aquafina is an orphan queens. Returns August 18th at 10 to Comedy Central.
For people living with HIV, keep being you and ask your doctor about Biktarvy. Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in certain adults. It's not a cure, but with one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to and stay undetectable. That's when the amount of virus is so low, it cannot be measured by a lab test. Research shows people who take HIV treatment every day and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex.
Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. Do not take Biktarvy if you take dofetilide or rifampin. Tell your doctor about all the medicines and supplements you take if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, or if you have kidney or liver problems, including hepatitis. If you have hepatitis B, do not stop taking Biktarvy without talking to your doctor. Common side effects were diarrhea, nausea, and headache.
If you're living with HIV, keep loving who you are and ask your doctor if Biktarvy is right for you.
At Pure Leaf, the most important ingredient in making tea is saying no. In our Real Brewed iced tea, we say no to artificial flavors and sweeteners, which means no settling. Unless it's into a
Get my contract today. Tomorrow.
No is beautiful.
You're the girl with the deaf family? Everyone but you?
Yeah.
And you sing. Interesting.
Why is it always about you? I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
Coda. Rated PG-13.
Crunch ties me,
Now I'm all hot. Dang. 8, now I'm hot as hell. Bro, this is like burning all that food up.
Eat the crunch. Be the cat.
Metabolism.
I put my finger up my butthole, right? And I walked up to Kelly Nelson and I said, "Do you smell lemongrass?" And she
Well,
smelled
they
my
know
finger
when
and
you get
puked.
older,
Oh, God, you should have been there.
your metabolism turn on, you all hot.
What? I didn't do it. Kelly Nelson's a liar. I've been instructed to bring you to the principal's office. Oh,
She never ate the whole thing. I should have just ate like half of it.
Punk-ass stoolie, who the do you think you are? I'm just doing my job. I'm just
If I eat again tonight, it's just
You
gonna
know
be
why you're a
ramen.
hallway monitor? Because you don't have any
These
friends.
chips.
You should kill yourself. You should kill yourself.
Eric Cartman reports
Cartman's
to the
like the
principal's office immediately.
wildest
God damn it.
kid.
Come on in, Eric.
I'm sorry, Principal.
He's my favorite character just because he's the most
dramatic
dramatic and extreme.
Eric, the reason we called you in here is because it is your turn to be the school hallway monitor.
The hell monitor? Me?
You need to watch for bad behavior and make sure anyone in the hall during class has a hall pass, okay?
If anyone doesn't, you have the authority to bring them to me.
I am the dog. Big bad dog.
Now, Eric, being the school hallway monitor is a big responsibility, okay? It is important that you take the job seriously and that you don't abuse the power.
Me?
Hey, kid, get out of there.
making my video anyways. Hall pass! Show me your hall pass! What? Oh, you know what this is? This is the mace that they use on bears, faggot! Now let me see your hall pass! It's right here! Alright, cool, bro. Go with Christ. What? You can't just push me up against the...
So later on streaming Grand Theft Auto 5.
God.
Cause I want to get like play some more Grand Theft Auto. Who just came out tomorrow?
Shape with 4 sides is what, class?
I'm gonna do that like 6.
You littering my hallway, bro? What are you doing?
Play until like
I
8.
found this in the hallway. Apparently your student Ike has a crush on you. You got a crush on your teacher, bro? Keep it out of my hallway. Go with Christ. Here you go. I don't think that's really necessary. Hey, I don't tell you how to run your class. Don't tell me how to run my hallway. I got the crush on teacher. I got the crush on teacher.
That's enough, class. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Ike, could you stay just a few minutes, please? Ike, I'm very flattered by all of your love notes, but I need to be clear. See, there have been a lot of female teachers on the news lately who have been having relationships with young male students, and people might get the wrong idea. Even though I do admire you. You are so smart and gifted, so mature for your age.
I don't like medicine.
You listen, and you really care about what I have to say. You make me feel things I've never felt before.
Currency.
Ike, this is crazy. I'm your teacher. How can we be having these feelings for each other? You're so mysterious. And I can't. And I can't.
It's like you can't choose who you love, but honestly, you can. Honestly, you can.
That was unbelievable. I've never felt like such a woman before. They'll say our love is wrong, but we can't let anybody know. They'll never understand. We were meant to be, I know it. How else could sex be that incredible?
I made it no.
Oh. Caught it.
Hey there, Mr. Wiener. What do you know? Do you need to tinkle tinkle? Yes, I do think so. Hands? Let me see those hands. Ah! Where's your pass? Show me your hall pass, bro.
Well, I was the air was on again.
I just had